By the
No,
golf course?
I'm around Tuskegee.
Okay, cause I don't trust that coast.
Oh no, I ain't nowhere close to the coast.
Yeah, that
But I'm
water
with
got
you.
to come. That water got to come back.
Oh yeah, it's coming back. It's coming
Yeah. Hey,
back.
you got something playing in the background?
Let me see. I don't think so.
It sounded like you was getting feedback.
Okay, maybe I got my volume up too high or something.
That might be it.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah, man. But I just been wanting to get on here with you. I ain't really got no questions because I'm with you 100%, man. I'm a 60-year-old brother who been on this journey for about 40 years, brother. And I went to Tuskegee Institute back then. It's Tuskegee University now, and we had professors that was putting people on game back then.
Mm-hmm.
So we right now, what's happening now is everything's come full circle.
Yep.
Yeah,
It all got all the bullshit got to come to an end now.
that's it. It's celebration time now. We done
Yep.
did the hard work.
The heavy lifting, as they say.
Been called crazy. Then been put out the family and said, "Oh, he don't know what he talking about." Now they
I
all
tell the
running to you for
motherfucker in the
question
heartbeat.
now.
I tell the motherfucker in the heartbeat, I'm the heat me. The rest of them Christians.
That's
I'm the
it.
one that'll go out in the woods with a goddamn cloak on and make a whole motherfucking turnaround to a situation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's it. That's me. All day long. Yes,
But
sir,
first,
man.
I gotta try to do it on its own merit before I use any of that shit.
That's true. That's true. I do have one question for you, though, Rod. Before I
Mm-hmm.
get off here, um, in the area where I'm from, there's a tribe, a local tribe, you know, and I volunteer with them, and we hand out food and everything once a month. And they've been trying to get me to link up with them and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm with the nation, you know what I'm saying, but I just ain't with the politics of it. But do you think that's a wise move to, you know, to join in like that?
You feel your way through that one, player.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
Yeah.
know the people you dealing with, and know that you tied to the land, and you know they is too.
Right, right.
They don't necessarily got to look like us to be on the frequency,
Mm-hmm.
but their behavior pattern is a pattern that we call righteousness.
Right,
That's their default behavior pattern,
right.
right? So that's why when they talk about in all them books, the ways of the righteous, they talking about the shit that we gonna automatically do anyway, just because it's the right thing to do.
There you go.
We
And
don't
see,
need
really,
no,
how? Go ahead.
we don't need no excuse.
That is.
Speak. You see if a man be mischaracterized, and you see the mischaracterization, speak the fuck up.
That's it. That's
You
it.
don't,
And,
you don't know your voice contributed with the voice of everybody else speaking the fuck up and make a difference.
that is. And kind of, you know, I'm like this. You know, I always been the type. If I'm gonna test to see how deep the water is, I ain't gonna put both feet in there. But you know, by working and doing volunteer work with them, you know, I had a chance to, you know, kind of see the ins and outs and how people are and how they do things and everything like that. So I'm feeling my way through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you got to ask yourself certain key questions. How
Mm-hmm.
did you get there? What brought you there? And why are you there now?
Hmm. Yeah.
Look at the energy you riding in your life when you ask the
Mm-hmm.
question. Then know where the energy from the land is guiding your steps.
Mm.
You ride
Yeah.
the energy frequency of what they call a prelayed pattern. According to the turns you make, the pattern unfolds itself. And when you run into a bad spot, that's where the door stops. Boom. And then you monkey flip until you can see your way clear.
There you go. I got you. 100%, my brother. And just let you know, I'm just thankful, man, that source has brought you in here at this place and time. You know what I'm saying, to reveal the information that we needed and to unify the people on right knowledge about who they are, not what people have told us. You know, because I'm from the older generation, and most of my friends they stuck in that old way of thinking. But this is the time that we in. I tell them a lot of times. I say, man, y'all can stay there if you want to, but you don't either have to get right or get left.
And you know, all this shit can be read about in the prophecies of Edgar Casey, Nostradamus, the
Mm-hmm.
blind Baba from Russia, the blind sheikh. All of these motherfuckers prophesied the same shit at this particular time. They gave it the great teacher will arrive somewhere around the year 2019, and he will begin to teach nations.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Right?
sir.
They all prophesied the same thing. They just told it from a different way.
From a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we got to understand. Too many people think that their opinion of something is what it is. And it ain't about opinions, it's about truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's many ways to get to the truth. But the truth ain't but one thing. What it is,
Well,
what it is.
you know the story of the world just lie.
Yes, sir.
So truth just running around with the lie just running around with truth clothes on. But I just stripped that motherfucker bare down to the butt naked truth.
Butt naked. That's what we call it.
Mm-hmm. So
All
now
right, my
you,
brother.
yeah.
I just gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna drop down and let somebody else get in, man. I just want to holler at you, acknowledge you, and let you know, man. I'm
Appreciate
on
it.
the same page with you. I'm riding with you, brother, all the way to the bottom, to the top.
Yep, till the wheels fall off this motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace, God. Myself.
Yeah, they hired that particular thing you talking about.
Type in SAS before FBI.
S-A-S.
Go to where it say all that.
All right, let's get them. Let's get them. Let's see. What is the SAS? It's a supervision specialist agent. It's a special job within the FBI investigation. It gives them with the responsibility of leading teams of special agents into investigation. Yeah, special operations unit.
That's what they was called back then. Some kind of special operations force, but the initials was SAS.
Yeah, they probably scrapped. They probably scrubbed the internet on that shit, like the secret.
No, it ain't no secret. If you look up go to Google the history of FBI, because that's what J. Edgar Hoover was before he formed the FBI.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 13 Shriners. They go back to the 13 Shriners. This is Special Air Service. Has an origin in the North African desert. It was formed as 62 Command in July 1941 to undertake small-scale raids behind.
No, that's something else. That's something else.
All right. The Special Air Service. All right, hold up. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Let me type this in. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Give me something good. Yeah. They hide that particular topic, boy. But you say you pulled it up before?
Yeah, it's under the history of the FBI.
Brief history of the FBI. Let's get that right here. All right.
See where it go back to 1908. In 1908, it wasn't called the Federal Bureau of Investigations yet.
Yeah. You know what? I got a document on this somewhere about what you're talking about. Now that I think about it.
Okay, the reason why I bring them up is because they tell us it means one thing, but it means something else. I wanted you to see the symbol for it before I take you to Switzerland.
Okay, all right. I gotta find like another way to type it in then probably. All right.
They was really the Swiss Army Services enforcement arm of the international banks. But they came over here, they changed the meaning of the SAS. And I don't have my other computer. I'll look that shit up real quick and show you what I'm talking about.
Swiss only services.
Go to images and see what they flag or they logo look like.
All right. These the same suckers they trained to do that martial law joint, ain't it? They got the Red Cross. That's the same shit. That's the same flag with the damn Knights of Templar.
Right. Now you starting to see it. So pull up the Templar flag because the Templars split. Remember there was a war within the Templars at the Catholic Church.
Uh-huh.
Right? And it became contentious and they split into two factions.
Uh-huh.
See the Templar cross? Okay, now, remember when you were saying that the French, you brought the French up.
Yeah.
The last war with the Swiss is where all of them went to France.
Yeah.
I mean, went from France to Switzerland.
Yeah, 86, somewhere around that, maybe. Yeah.
Right. Okay, now when they get over there, Switzerland becomes declared what you call a neutral country with no public relations or ties to any other nation.
Just like DC and the Vatican.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Switzerland don't know that Italy can go to war because the Vatican is in Rome and Rome is in Italy.
Okay. Okay.
Italy can go to war, but Rome can go to war by themselves without Italy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Now, London, the military of England, they go to war by the order of Parliament.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to go to war unless they have America's support because they're not really the military strength. They are the banking power. Yeah. They operate from here.
Yeah.
Now, pull up World Bank.
All right, I got you. World Bank, baby. We got their ass. Somebody in the crowd say, "Get Rod Hayes, get them niggas, man."
Now you see where it's symbol for the World Bank? It's the globe, or it's a laid out map of the world, right?
Yeah.
All right. All of your tax dollars go there. They don't have nothing to do with paying for your roads. It's another one called IMF. Pull that one up too.
International Mountain Funds.
Yep.
Damn.
These is the people who's collecting the taxes. Guess where their primary offices are?
France.
No, Switzerland.
Switzerland. Ah.
Right? Now, the Moorish stronghold is the Isle of Man. Pull that up.
The Isle of Man.
ISLE of Man. Click that. That's the flag.
That's a creepy. He's a twist. It look like a damn swastika though.
Almost. Something missing.
Yeah. It's missing. Yeah.
Right. One of the angles is missing.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Noble Drew Ali got it. It's on Circle 7.
Ah.
Okay, now go to the all and pull up the description for the Isle of Man.
Go to all. Okay, I got you. We got that now.
If you can make it bigger, I can read it.
All right, hold on. Let me do this.
Oh, click over there to the right.
Right here.
Yeah, that's just a quick description instead of reading the whole history.
It says the Isle of Man is a self-governed British Crown dependency in the Irish Sea between England and Ireland. It's known for its rugged coastlines, medieval castles and ruins, landscape fishing to the mountains center. The capital, Douglas, the Matrix Museum, trace the islands, Celtics, and Vikings heritage. The Isles of Man (TT) is the major annual cross-country motorcycle and race around the island.
Okay, now behind where you got it, type the Isle of Man, type and Moors. AND Moors. No, stay on all. We want the description. We want them to tell us what's the connection.
All right. It's talking about this dude named Arthur Williams Moore. That's a heavy ass name right there with all of them. Williams and Moore. That's a they really ain't giving me nothing too much nothing on it. What's that with the Moors? Let me do this because they like to play these games and put the ish on it. Let's see, put the ish. It says there were black Muslims in Northwest Africa. Nah, that ain't what we're looking for. We're looking for the Isle of Man. Oh, let me type it in like this. Rhode Island.
That's the Mirror Island. Rhode Island was settled by the English.
So it's the Mirror Island to the other
Isle of Man. Yeah.
Oh shit. So-called black Moors, a black Moor. It was a black servant originally enslaved in North Africa who worked. These motherfuckers be lying like a mother. They be lying like a mother. That's not it. Yeah, hey, I don't see that on this.
Look, I'll send you something for the next show. We'll clean it up over there. So I'll be able to show you exactly what I'm talking about. But the Isle of Man was a stronghold for the Moors after the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh yeah, I gotta write this down, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So they settled the Isle of Man as an independent domain within the British Empire.
Yeah.
Right. And so now they operating from there, and they not using the 6-point star. They using 3 legs.
This is crazy.
Right. Now, what's the significance of the legs? Pull up the George Washington. You still got that George Washington challenge I showed you?
I got it on my phone, but I don't got it on the well, I don't even got the phone because I got a new phone. Yeah.
Okay, because the reason why I asked, because in there, one of the things was mentioned was the sandals.
Yeah,
Moors,
the one that we were talking about.
Look, the Moors that came from Europe didn't wear sandals. The Dutch didn't wear sandals. They wore wooden shoes, remember? And they wore the buckle in the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The English wore the boots with the buckle across the front. Right? They kind of was made on the same style as the shoe. So they didn't come over here wearing sandals, but we was wearing moccasins.
Yeah, right.
Right. And that's the sandals they talking about.
Go ahead.
Right. So if you pull up any picture from early colonial America, pull up colonial American footwear. So when you pull up the footwear, you know that they didn't even come over here wearing sandals. They didn't wear sandals or moccasins. They came over wearing boots, shoes. Them little ugly motherfuckers right there. Them, yeah.
Leprechauns, the leprechaun joints.
Right.
It was rocking the leprechaun joints. The wooden shoes.
All these is the different size shoes that came from Europe over here. The moccasins was what we wore. You should know the difference in the footwear.
Yes, hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Jude, because that ties in with me looking at the phenotypes and all that. So I'm gonna look at the footwear. That's a good Jude.
Right. Also, remember the red shoes is what we call from dancing on the ruby red floor set. That's dancing in the blood. Remember Michael Jackson, Blood on the Dance Floor? That's what he's talking about. the blood on the dance floor is for sacrificing them to the music.
Uh-huh.
This was what we wore. What you looking at now? This is them the sandals.
Yeah. I got a couple pair of these. I got about like 5 or 6 pair of these shoes. This actually what I like wearing. My daddy used to wear. Everybody, my whole family used to rock these. So hey, I got like 5 or 6 pair of these.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to English shoes of the 1500s, they're not gonna have nothing like this. So I gotta be making so many connections to who I'm talking about, to what I'm talking about, that y'all know exactly what I'm saying. See that pointy ass shoe right there?
Yeah. Oh shit! Look at it. They want which shoes?
Yeah, that's not a witch shoe.
Go ahead.
That's from over there in Europe. That's the precursor to the modern day Stacey Adams.
Yeah, it was when the niggas got the. Yeah, I know what you're about. Go ahead.
Right, that was a customary footwear. You remember the genie had the toes curled up on their shoes?
Yeah.
That was from wearing these until the toes curled up.
The food for the king. He wear the type of shoe like this, you know?
The jester.
Yeah, the jesters.
Yeah, the clown shoes.
Yeah.
That's Boaz.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you scroll down, you'll see the different shoe types from the era.
Oh yeah, it's a fire ass Jew right here, brother. It's another.
You see those shoes?
Yeah.
This is what they was wearing when they came over here. Do them look like motherfucking sandals or moccasins to you?
And
right?
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Them the shoes they was wearing. They're not the same.
No, those were ugly joints. Our joints ain't that ugly. Like our joints weren't ugly like this.
Hey, back in the day, that's like what motherfucker looking at some gators now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, back in the day, it's like looking at some gators.
Yeah. Them niggas was sharp when they came over here with their baggy ass Arabian Nights gear on.
They thought they was clean as hell with the damn. They look like some monkey ass.
Okay, let's buckle back down and get to where they go when they got over here. So they controlling the politics from the Washington Masonic Lodge.
Let me get that pulled up for you.
Geography is everything. It's about the real estate. All of the sigils on Washington, D.C. is a great kanji.
I know it.
You see it?
Yeah. And why Benjamin Banneker said to help them niggas set their shit up there? Was he in with them niggas?
Who?
Benjamin Banneker.
His fez is in the memorial.
Huh?
His fez is in that Washington memorial.
Oh shit. So the ones that got the dirty Moors that got their feds collected.
Well, look, we call them dirty Moors, but we're gonna be 100. They came over here to challenge us in the kinds of war because they wanted to take over Earth.
Yeah.
You can call them your enemy. You call them dirty Moors. You call them what you want. They some smart ass motherfuckers because they had all of us niggas over here stumped. Yeah. Until they let some little old nappy head motherfucker from Pontiac, Michigan get out the penitentiary and take the test.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's a galactic chess game. You got to know where the pieces is moving. So the Jewish Defense League, why the FBI don't arrest them for extortion of Tupac, Michael Jackson, motherfucking Biggie, R. Kelly, everybody that you know of that went to prison or got murdered in the last 50 years in Hollywood, their name is in their file and the FBI is aware of it. So why is the FBI not doing anything?
Are they the same people that started trying to frame Michael Jackson with those kids, little kids?
Yes, the same motherfuckers.
Damn.
They the same motherfuckers. Look, they called the Jewish Defense League in public. They 32-degree Scottish Rite Freemasons in private, and they also Moors in
Jews.
public.
More Jews.
More Zionist Jews.
Yeah, more Zionists. It's right there, man. Zionist Jews. It's right there, man. The learned elders of Zion. It's all right there. It ain't no, I mean, this shit is clear as day now.
Okay, now, remember when we went to Trotsky and he had Malcolm X on the cover?
Uh-huh.
Because it's through the study of Leon Trotsky that you end up finding a guy from Barbados by the name of C.L.R. James. I had sent you a picture before, but you can pull him up.
All right.
C.L.R. James was the entire philosopher for Stalin, Lenin, and he was good friends with Trotsky. Leon Trotsky got murdered by the same motherfuckers that murdered Noble Drew Ali. That's him. Look, he's one of the most prolific minds of the last 100 years. Most of us don't know who this guy is because we don't get a good Moorish education. All right, now, in his writings, he's given us the blueprint in order to go back to our ancestral ways, but it's concealed under the doctrine of communism. So Trotsky's book was after a conversation with him. They were talking about how we would come to prominence and how to organize the people in the Black nationalist movement to a tribalist agenda using communists as the cover story.
Uh-huh.
Right? But if you don't know who the chiefs is, you won't never figure it out.
Uh-huh.
So Malcolm X said, I'll work with anybody who's willing to change this rotten condition on this planet we face.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right? Remember that?
Uh-huh.
And then he set up something called the OAAU, right? Organization for African American Unity.
Uh-huh.
But he didn't have to do that because we already had UNIA.
Okay.
Right? Now, when we roll out of the 60s, right, and we coming into the 70s, we rolling into what we call the gang era.
Uh-huh.
The gang era was on the heels of the counterintelligence programs, the extermination of the leadership.
Okay.
Right? So from here, we had to show you their modus operandi with Maurice Bishop. Pull him up.
Maurice got their ass.
Now, Maurice Bishop was the prime minister of Grenada, and he had brought drastic change to an island that was in a similar condition as Haiti.
This is white dude?
No, there you go. That's him.
Oh,
they murdered him. CIA put a hit on him and killed him.
He had a meeting with Fidel Castro, same nigga that was meeting up with Malcolm X.
Yep. The CIA murdered him.
Why they killed him?
You got to study his story. He had fought America and beat him. They had sent some special ops from America down there, and he ran their ass up out of there, and he was setting Grenada up to be independent. He built an international airport in Grenada, started giving jobs, making the people of the island have a way to support themselves. He was very important. He was for the islands, he was a Malcolm X type figure or a Stephen Biko type figure.
Okay.
Right? And so they had to get rid of him because he wanted us from the land. Uh-huh. And the people support us over a person that's an imposter because they recognize the difference immediately because of some shit called sincerity. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right? Now, this was around 83 when they murdered him. Who's in the White House in 83?
83 is Reagan.
Ronald motherfucking Wilson Reagan. When Reagan was in office, Reagan wasn't running the country after his assassination attempt. Bush was running everything after that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's why Reaganomics started off galvanizing the economy. Uh-huh. Right? And then it became voodoo economics when Bush tried to he introduced a massive amount of narcotics into the community to suck the wealth back out fast as it go in. Uh-huh. The side effect is it produced big meat. It produced motherfucking Freeway Ricky Ross.
That's right. Go ahead.
It produced Harriet, right? And we learned how to come up from nothing using the poisons that they was pushing us down our throat.
Hey,
So once Big Meech get into the money, now he don't have to do shit. He can switch over and become legitimate. Because in the Boys in the Hood, it's always hard. Come talking that trash, we'll pull your card. Want nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote Eazy-E because I ain't said shit. And so this is what the whole struggle is, to keep all of the chiefs on the land, no matter where you find them, whether it's Maurice Bishop in Grenada, whether it's motherfucking Chief Malik Angel Bay in Chicago, whether it's Big Tookie or a Black Panther on the West Coast, it doesn't matter. Wherever one of us at that is starting to make the necessary connections to move these people off the land, they murder them. They murdered Maurice Bishop. They murdered Malcolm X. They murdered Noble Drew Ali. They murdered Medgar Evers. They just kept murdering us. They murdered Clan 13X. They murdered almost all the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar family. The only reason he didn't get murdered because he wasn't home, doing the same fucking dirt. The same people. So the ones that's behind it now, they had hits on various different people that had to be removed out of the picture. So Maurice Bishop is, for us, a chief cult figure.
Mm-hmm.
He's somebody that we can teach our sons that this is how a man moves in politics.
I'm going to study this guy. Sure.
Yeah. You can pull up one of his speeches on YouTube. He wasn't for no games. They got some short ones too. But Maurice Bishop ties me back to a guy named Tony Martin. Remember Tony Martin?
Tony Martin. So, and they ain't sound familiar. Tony Martin.
You remember the Jewish onslaught, right?
No.
Pull up Jewish onslaught. So back in like 97, Tony Martin was trying to use the secret relationship between blacks and Jews to teach a class in his college classroom. And the Jewish Defense League came out against him, and it's the Jewish onslaught, ONSLAUGHT.
Spell that last part again.
ONSL. There you go.
Okay. Damn. Tony Martin.
Right there on the right, yeah. Tony Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, right under that, you see the blue one in the middle? Under him? Click that. This is the reverse side of the book. I don't know if you'll be able to read it, but it tells you what the book is about. Yeah. So when he never felt any pressure like he did from the Jewish onslaught, and he was talking about how he didn't know nobody else that could have this kind of power that could affect his life this way. Right? Now the Jews he talking about are the Zionist Jewish Moors that running the show. Okay, so one of the speakers that he had come in one time was Maurice Bishop. Yeah. I think you muted, Elder.
Okay, yeah, we got it right here.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's the Jewish onslaught. That's the book he wrote telling about the struggle he was going through. The irony of it is the same. It feels the same as what Malcolm described when he said to Alex Haley, I don't think the Nation of Islam behind this because I trained them guys and I know what they do. This is not them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, now, the description that he gives, it feel the same energy is coming off of these people that he's talking about in this book.
Yeah.
All right, now, Maurice Bishop and Tony Martin end up trying to make some connections with some of the organizations here for support, everybody was scared.
Damn. Hey, so these black Jews, like you said, they don't play no games. They got everybody spooked out. Like everybody, like, oh, I don't want to mess with them guys. Them guys, they dirty. They don't play by the rules.
So then the same people that killed Clarence, that murdered Clarence 13X.
Man, come on now. You going in. Now go ahead.
Okay, so they caught him in Harlem and shot him in the middle of the night. Thought that, nobody didn't know who did it.
Yeah.
Right? But we know who did it.
These same niggas, man.
We know who did it down to the trigger man because it's in the files. It's just not made public. The same way as Malcolm X assassination was caught on live news feed. Most people don't know that. It was a whole press section in an Audubon ballroom recording for TV when Malcolm was taking the stage when they shot him, and they got the whole thing on camera, and the FBI seized all of the footage.
Yeah.
Why would they do that and blame two innocent men out of the three of having something to do with it? Why would they do that?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They protect their own. One of them was a loyalist to Elijah. The other two wasn't. And if they was trying to get Malcolm was running a red herring. The red herring is when you run the distraction to draw the heat off your guy. That's why he made that statement in the autobiography that I lay my life down for this man, and he didn't say it in the past tense. He said it in the present tense at the time he was talking to Alex.
What man was he talking about?
Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Elijah Muhammad discovered what Noble Jew Ali carried as the secret. He came over from the Moorish Science Temple in the early days of the Nation of Islam, right? And if you ain't been around, you won't never know who Brother Moon is. But Farrakhan always kept him close until he crossed over. Because he was the one who carried the motherfucking keys that's called the silver key. From the Moorish Science Temple to the Nation of Islam. The gold key came through the Prince Hall Lodge, and it came in off of the UNIA adaptation to W.E.B. Du Bois and collaborating to set up sororities and fraternities to pass the gold key. Right? The gold key is the solar magic, conjure keys. The keys to the conjure. If you don't know where to look, you can't find them.
So let me ask you this. So is this so it's going back to, like I said, it's a war between good witches and bad witches, or good wizards and bad wizards.
For the most part. Now, where is the story at that tell us about the Conjure War? It's in the King Tut story.
Okay.
And remember, in the King's Tut story, it was the priest of Amun, the unknown god, versus the priest of the Aten, the one who chooses to be known. What's the dispute? So they challenged them to a conjure war. All of the different dynasties had a master of the conjure war. Still there? Can you hear me, Elder? Your microphone on mute.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. So, Ron, this is something I want to know that I've been looking up more recently. Because I know that you've spoken with Taj and you all have had work together on lives together and talk. And so, Taj and Lamont, they all are about still filing the paperwork, and I understand why. But you say forget it altogether. But the thing is, though, I'm most concerned about too is the kidnapping and the quo warranto, because that's important, because these niggas don't play fair. Excuse my
Mm-hmm.
French. They never have.
Yeah, they broke
You
every one
know.
of the rules. We followed them, they broke them, and we still won. Stupid asses.
Right. So my thing is, if you all are doing everything right, you telling them, just giving them the rundown, this the nation I'm a part of, consular jurisdiction, blah, blah, blah. Or you just say you indigenous, right? You just give them the goddamn American Declaration for Indigenous Rights or United Nations, and you stand on your square. And you just give it to them. That don't prevent them niggas from kidnapping you still. And so,
Right. So,
with the...
look, this is what the issue is with that right now, so that everybody
Mm-hmm.
clear.
Yeah.
Until we exercise our governmental powers to reclaim the land, they still in power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So we had to go through a process to take them out of power called the redemption process. And so
Mm-hmm.
in going through the process, somebody had to learn civics to know how to assert jurisdiction and override the de facto corporation. And once that's done, then they begin to close the de facto corporation and move to the continuity of government program. And that's
Yeah.
where they start going through the Indigenous Rights Act and all of the things that we reclaim in jurisdiction of. All of that's taking place in real time in Raven Rock, Colorado. So once we close
Yeah.
the Haitian Conjure up, which should be the end of, which should be next week sometime. Soon as the third day of the bookmen adjourning the court on the Haitian Conjure and calling forth the Sweetwater for Oshun to return. Soon as that happens, the shit gonna take off so fucking fast that motherfuckers gonna be like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you answering that question because, recently I had been kidnapped by the pigs. And so that didn't stop nobody. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so
Because they don't respect any of our rights. They said that
they
in the
don't.
Dred Scott case.
They don't.
Right. So, jurisdiction challenges, like Hahed said, can be made orally. The challenge to the jurisdiction is there is a document. It's kind of I'm gonna tell you the name of it in a minute, but it gives the jurisdiction or it gives the power to prosecute from the executive branch.
Mm-hmm.
No, from the legislative branch to the executive branch. They never had that paper. So it's a statement of jurisdiction. So when you're challenging the jurisdiction, this is for the court case, but you still gonna encounter the motherfucking pigs on the street,
Right.
right?
Right.
So when you encounter them, until we in power, them motherfuckers still is in power,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yep.
most of them, O'Shea Freeman, study the Haitian Revolution and it'll tell you the whole thing. But they not gonna honor nothing. They on that gung ho ass This is my job, buddy. I have to perform my job.
Yes, United
They
States
don't.
is the only country on the land. They
So
don't care.
they don't have any understanding of the jurisdiction on the street level. When you get into court, I'm gonna show you where our first fuck up is at arraignment. Because at arraignment, they give you three options: plead guilty, plead not guilty, or stand mute. In which case, the court enters a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's called the joinder of the party in a civil action when they bring the prosecutor and the defendant together. The prosecutor is, in fact, a foreign agent, as well as the defense attorney and the judge.
Right, all of them.
Right, so they all foreign agents. At the arraignment is where you block the charges by asking to show certificate of jurisdiction in proper style and title.
Absolutely.
And they can't do it because it doesn't exist.
Right. That's what Taj was saying. He made that video about 5 months ago. He said, don't even get into the subject matter, y'all. First thing you do before they get to acting crazy with you or whatever is you ask them for their delegation of authority order. Oh, let me see your order. It's like a certificate hanging up. Do you have it hanging up? Are you a constitutional officer? And he said, call them by their name. Are you constitutional officer blah, blah, blah Johnson? Are you constitutional officer administrative clerk Johnson? And if they skip around that question and try to get to the subject and they keep avoiding your question, you can invoke your consular rights and hold them in default.
Right.
Default judgment.
Along with that, you have to understand that the jurisdictional issue, you supposed to have a chief, organic to the land chief, that the court's supposed to contact and give them notice according to the treaty. This is what W. Ali had set up. But the original setup of the Moorish Science Temple under W. Ali was tribal setup using corporate jurisdiction to show them that, okay, so it was set up like this. You run into it with the policy enforcer, right? The policy enforcer in turn kidnap you because he's operating off what they call wartime doctrine. In the wartime doctrine, you catch the hostiles, which is the enemy combatant, and you detain them until they are negotiated liberty by a chief or a barrister. Barrister acting under a charter from King George III coming out of Savannah in 1863. And they moved to D.C. in order to, because they have used titles of nobility, they have to be stationed in a independent nation, which was D.C. was a city-state like the Vatican and like London. So this is what they was using, and all of the other bar associations is franchises or satellites. And so that's why they was able to artificially assert jurisdiction under the color of law. But when you take away the color of law is when you asking them to show you a certificate of jurisdiction in proper style and title.
Right. Oh, and he also said too, make sure you ask, when you ask for the delegation of authority order, you also have to ask the surety, make sure that the surety bond is attached to it as well. Because if they can't provide that shit, it's like treason. Because you operating without a bond on here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because that's what they doing. They operating without a bond. So they operating under what they call assumed jurisdiction. Barristers is only dealing with the paperwork and files of the royal family. So they only dealing with an internal matter among barristers. So they maintain subject matter jurisdiction at all times. What they don't have jurisdiction over is the organic people of the land when they know who they are. They become in a superior position to the legal fiction because they are the de jure person in a proper persona.
Right. Yeah, man, this stuff is important because I was like, man, okay, what should we do at this time? Because I'm like, both of y'all be teaching, again, stuff that is so vital for us to know at this time, you know. But we in this
They gotta
really
keep in
interesting
mind,
period.
Todd's been teaching the same thing for 50 years, but he's been waiting
Yeah,
on the closer to close the contracts.
right,
So
right,
a lot of what he's teaching is not that it was wrong; it's expired now.
right, right. Exactly. And that's the thing. We in a period now where it's like it's phasing out. And so he even said that like where this time period, the stuff I'm teaching you is obsolete now because the systems now are collapsing. So
Yeah,
I'm not going to be on here teaching you the same thing. He said this is mental exercise for you to understand what the hell is going on and how they've been locking us up in this contract. But for
yeah,
the most part, we're moving into a whole new earth at Midgard where this is not going to be the case. There ain't
yeah.
going to be no paperwork. The people are going to get what's coming to them, what's owed to them after they've been robbed, you know. So, yeah. Y'all be speaking that real shit. I appreciate that. You know, the
Okay,
people we,
so you see this question right here, Paige?
Sister Kelly. Yeah, what's going on, Kelly? Okay, so Chief Page, she right. If one of us in that position of being kidnapped or being in the court setting, what do we do first? Declaration of authority or certificate of jurisdiction? So, I just listened to actually the Quo Warranto lecture that
Todd.
that Taj put out, and I also just spoke to Brother Lamont Maurice L, which is the consul of Morocco Consular Court, and they were saying like it is best for you to be out if you get kidnapped and under duress or threat. If you get out, you make bond or whatever. You don't want to go back in there. Like if they say you have to appear in court, you don't want to go back in there because you're never supposed to be in there in the first place. They didn't honor when they pulled you over, so you're never supposed to really go back in there in the first place. You're supposed to be in a consular court. So if you do have to go in there, though, you do want to, before you get into the subject matter and before they start playing chess with you, first thing you do ask for is the delegation of authority order. You ask for that certificate and attach with the surety bond.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get all up into the subject matter, again, anything you say or do can be used against you.
Ain't no can, it's will.
Yeah, will. So don't get all up into trying to tell them about the charges and all this. No, you have to establish if they have jurisdiction first. And how you establish if they have jurisdiction first is by asking them, do they have the delegation of authority order, period. And if he jump around the fence, he or she jump around the fence or whatever, hold them in default. They in default at that point.
Yeah. So if you go into
Dismiss
a
the
court,
case.
if they drag you into the courtroom and they try to arraign you on something, and the judge asks you how you plead, the only answer is that you can't enter a plea, right? You have no
Mm-hmm.
standing in this court, and you have no remedy because the jurisdiction is defective. They have to then stop everything they're doing to establish proper jurisdiction. The
Yep.
only way they can establish proper jurisdiction is by presenting the statement of jurisdiction in proper style and title.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So that's the main thing, because I feel like y'all, the kidnapping, although again the frequency is being raised, but I don't think that's gonna stop some of these devils from trying to kidnap more people.
Oh, yeah, because they believe that they the fucking law and what they say is binding because they are the personified law walking around in a uniform.
Yep.
They got a term for it. It's called contempt of cop. Y'all need to look that up. Contempt of cop. That's the psychological development that these police go through. They become, in their minds, the law book start walking around as a person. And anybody who thinks they're above the law is really about to get fucked up by the motherfucking policy enforcer.
Mm-hmm. Contempt of cop.
Yep.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, man, that was a question that I definitely had, Rod. I was like, man, I wondered like what should we do on that, with that, but you answered that definitely. And Taj did too. All of it makes sense. So give thanks and gratitude. They said, what about civil suits if they try to summon you into their punk ass court for past due bills?
Mm-hmm.
Does the same apply?
I'm not answering shit from their courts because they don't have no jurisdiction. But it don't
Yeah.
mean that they won't put a lien on your social security number to garnish wages or nothing like that. Because they tried to do that shit to me, but they kissed my ass because they ain't smarter than me. But a lot of the stuff, a lot of the individuals can't do because they don't have the sufficient knowledge for follow up dissertation back and forth with the judiciary, right? So that puts you in a state where you have to have your chief, who is the law lawyer of the land, right? So you got tribal courts has been around and they still here, and the chiefs is the one who represent the claims.
Yeah. Yeah. And those chiefs, would they be considered consuls?
The chief,
No, just chiefs.
the chief can sit on the judge seat. In the tribal
Okay.
court, the judge is a chief, male or female.
Okay.
The judge position is the chief. When the people come in, what they use is the grand jury. They got that from us. That's not in Europe. The grand jury
Right.
was elders in the community where you go and you presented your complaint, and they would examine it to see if you've done anything that's in fact punishable by tribal standards. A lot of this shit that's punishable in Western law is not punishable by tribal standards.
Got it.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for coming to talk to me, sweetie. I ain't heard from you in a minute.
Hey, as always, thank you so much, Ryan, for all you do. And we definitely gonna talk soon. For sure.
Okay. Yeah,
Take care, Chief.
we finna see this shit fall.
Oh yeah, indeed. Peace and love.
Peace, guys. I'm gonna take one more caller. Peace, God.
Peace to you, Big Rod.
What it do? Tell the people where you calling from so they in the loop.
I'm Raphael. I'm calling from Chicago.
That's right. City of Win in this bitch.
You already know. So I've been lately. The universe has been sending me like my numbers. I'm a 9 life path, so it's been sending me 999, and everybody I run into been a 9 life path. So I had started doing a lot of looking into myself before I can try to guide somebody else because they asked me for guidance. And then I looked it up. It was like the Archangel Raphael, which my name is Raphael. He celebrated on the 29th of September. My birthday on the 30th of September. So I'm trying to see the significance in that and what you think about it, because I feel like I know what it is, but I'm always looking for the clarity, especially from somebody like yourself.
So what did it tell you Dane Raphael mean?
It said the healer, natural humanitarian.
That's not the meaning of the name. That's the function of the position.
Right. So I don't really know what the meaning of the name is. I just know the function of the position.
Right. So what you're doing is study leap year. Understand why we got a leap year.
Okay.
So it's you playing hand grenades with your birthday. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Almost. It's close enough.
Right.
Right. So when you just go look it up for yourself, see what leap year is there for, because it's to make up for lost days. Right.
Okay.
Then look at your birth year in relation to the closest leap year. You're gonna either be 1 year after or 1 year before if you align right with the Raphael birth energy or celebratory energy. You could calculate the day. If you in the middle 2 years between them, then you're gonna be either 2, 3, or 4 days off. The second day you either 2 or 3 2 days off, and the third day or the third year, you're gonna be behind 2 years. So you get 2 years ahead or 2 years behind. And the days is significant because in a leap year you got 366 days. Right. So when you look it up, follow what you feel because it's gonna send you to more research.
Okay. And another thing, I had a dream, right? I was in a room. The room was like pitch black. It was like pitch black. Like I can't make this shit up. And I seen a black horse. It was just sitting there, and it was just looking at me. And then I woke up. I'm
The
like,
black horse is the it measures. If you read in it carries the scales in his hand.
right,
The black horse.
right. And I'm a Libra, so I am the scale.
See, so the black horse comes at the end to give everybody their due portion of the proceeds that Big Mama got for us after we get done with the closing of the age. Right. So the reason it was still because there's not time to pay up yet. If it was time to pay up, it would have been on the march, either running to you or from you. Hopefully, it'll be running to you because it's coming to bring you a whole bunch of wealth.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay.
The black horse is very, that's us. And ride 6 black horses, cleared my mind with a black and mild. Roaming through these ghetto streets, guess you could call me a ghetto child. Tomorrow's never a promise, so we live our lives today. Roaming through these ghetto streets, we sit and wait on the judgment day.
Look, you killed me with your
That's
song.
that Wu way right there, boy.
Okay. I had one more thing to ask you. I heard you mention in the video. I've been trying to get you to talk about it, but you know, like you always like, look, I ain't gonna talk about none of that right now. I'm on a specific mission, and I respected it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say anything about it no more, but I did hear you mention cryptocurrency in a video. I think it was with Young Elder, and I had a little bit of knowledge in it. I came to your inbox like, yo, if you want to do a video on crypto and have people heads against inflation, we can do it. But I was just trying to see your take on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I know what I know, but I was trying to see what you know because I really wanted to hear you talk about the situation.
When it comes to money, truthfully, I don't trust any other currencies. I don't trust them. So my first response is to tell people, if you got money in the bank, take it out and buy gold and silver coins. Because no matter what happens, that shit not gonna lose value.
Right.
The dollar, the bottom gonna fall out that bitch in seconds.